Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about my 5 favorite low maintenance perennials. It was so hard to narrow this list down to just 5, but I've chosen these 5 particular perennial plants for a few specific reasons. Longevity, their ability to easily be multiplied, whether it's by reseeding or by dividing. Low maintenance, just set them and forget them. And visual interest. In a lot of cases, the foliage on these plants I've chosen to show you impress me more than their blooms do. That being said, each one of them do have incredible blooms that are really striking looking and will make a fantastic addition to your garden. And the first plant I've chosen to show you today is columbine. Just look at this plant. You have this beautiful green mound, and above that rises these striking flowers. They stand about almost a foot taller than the mound itself, and they grab your attention. So you have this one, which have these beautiful pointy flowers, and they have the most unique shape about them. Further over, this one, it looks completely different than the other ones that I've showed you. The next plant on my list of low maintenance, best ever perennials are hostas. This is an easy one. You cannot get a plant that's more low maintenance than hostas. They thrive in the sun. They thrive in the shade. They are completely drought resistant. They can be overwatered. I'm quite frankly convinced that it's almost impossible to kill a hosta. So my favorite thing about hostas is their ability to be multiplied over and over again and to be shared either in other areas of my own garden or with friends. Next up, we have yarrow. Now, as you can see, my yarrow has not quite bloomed yet. It is just starting. If you have a look really closely, you can see that I'm starting to get a few tiny little blossoms on them. I've got another one over here that's coming up in a different color. I have yarrow of all different colors throughout my yard. I love it. I love that it adds height to the garden. I love that it spreads prolifically, and I do mean prolifically. I love the ferny look that it has to it. So even when it's not blooming, it's still adding a tremendous amount of visual interest to my yard. And the fact that it gets to be about 3 feet tall is a really great feature in my yard, in my garden. I need that height. I've got lots of things that are low to the ground, like the lady's mantle, like the heuchera. And then so to have this tall yarrow standing next to it, it just really makes everything pop. The yarrow that I have is pastel yarrow, so it comes in yellows and pinks and purples and whites. And when you have it all together, it just makes the most beautiful display. So my 4th favorite perennial that I've chosen to show you today are daylilies. I know they are a polarizing choice. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm firmly in the love camp. I have used daylilies in so many different ways in my garden, and they shine in each application. They're another example of a plant that I love as much for the foliage as I do for the flower. They multiply so wonderfully and are so easy to divide. One turns into many in a very short period of time. The fact that there are so many unique varieties and they come in all shapes and sizes and colors made them an easy choice for my top 5 perennial list. Now, in my mind, I really have saved the best for last. My number 1 absolute favorite low maintenance perennial plant is the iris. Now, this is probably going to be another polarizing choice. Irises have the most incredible foliage. These iris flowers that are in bloom right now are standing almost 5 feet tall. You have these beautiful, thick, lush foliage, and it's topped by these incredibly tall, incredibly strong and stocky flowers. And when we're talking about the flowers, They are so incredibly unique looking. These particular ones are bearded irises. The thing that makes me most impressed by irises and secured the top spot on my top 5 perennial list is the visual interest that these irises provide me not only all summer long, but all fall as well. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear what your favorite low maintenance perennials are. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my choices, and especially what you think are the best low maintenance perennials. Don't forget to subscribe. In the next video, I'll be showing you my kitchen garden and all the really neat things I have going on in there. Thank you so much for watching.